Bast, goddess of cats, hear our plea. Please make me a cat. This desire I have. As I age as a human, I shall also age as a cat. To go human to cat, cat to human at will. Please make me a cat with gray fur. My eyes shall be the color of
burnt
umber. With white flecks as well. I shall have a power to the power of agility. The first transformation shall be in 7 days' time. At this exact time, my powers will then come in 7 days' time. At the exact time, Bast, goddess of cats, I beg of you to hear my plea. Bast, goddess of cats, we beg of you to hear our plea. Welcome to the show, everybody. As always, we are broadcasting to you live from the basement tomb that is WMEB 91.9 FM, Orono, Maine. And I gotta tell you, it's a little bit hot in here tonight, and this can be exemplified by the lack of Connor's shirt. What happened to your shirt, buddy?
Just melted off, I guess.
It's melted off.
It's an inferno in here.
Could you please turn off the light? Because I don't want to have to look at you for the rest of this broadcast.
That's understandable.
You can turn the light back on. I don't see those areoles.
No, I like it off.
And you might have guessed I am not here alone tonight. I'm joined by my co-host, my co-director, my co-producer, my co-writer, my compadre, my coconut, my Coca-Cola, my comrade, my Conair, my condor, my Connor Spencer. How's it going, buddy?
Welcome to Pizza Jam.
What are you doing? What was that?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well, Roy. Thank you.
And also, on the program with us tonight is our unpaid intern, Dan Mann.
It's good to be back.
Good to have you back.
I do have a quick question.
Yeah.
I gotta hit the litter box. I will be right back.
Okay. Don't kick it around like you did last time. You get all pea grains in our feet.
I'll try not to.
No problem. It's like granola cereal, but instead it's cat litter bound together by urine.
Yeah, he's a messy boy.
Truly. Well, tonight's a very special episode because we are exploring feline catus. And it's Enigmata. Connor, you have a cat.
Well, yeah.
What's the cat's name?
Peanut.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How'd you... That used to be my cat.
Well, I'm his stepdad.
I like to think that we are both his legal guardians.
I like to think so too, but I didn't want to be too forward about it.
That's fine. That's perfectly fine.
He's my son.
He's our son. He's our boy. I gotta tell you, how much use are you getting out of that cat? What sort of perks do you get from your newly assumed ownership?
Well, he's good company. First and foremost, he won't let me hold him. Really, he won't sit on my lap. He won't let me pat him that much, but he sits near me.
Yeah, he sits near you, kind of like an observer,
like a cat
on the periphery.
Yeah,
that's interesting, and we are going to come back to that later in the episode. But for right now, I want to tell you something. I'm going to share something to you that I learned on the internet just about 20 minutes ago. Because let me tell you, I did zero research for this broadcast. You can get more use out of your cat than just companionship and milk.
Tell me more.
Yeah, well, through the art of fellaciomancy? No. Fellodomancy.
Oh.
I don't know if you know this or not, but since ancient times, the mysterious cat has been associated with witches, the occult, and many superstitions, so it's not surprising that diviners use the cats to search for clues to the future. Do you have a weather app on your phone?
I do.
Delete it. Because you can use our mutual son, Peanut, to tell the weather.
How do I do it?
Well, okay.
Like, hey, Peanut, what's the weather gonna be?
Well, by
tomorrow?
the end of this, I'm going to make you into a natural fellaciomancer, felidomancer,
Phalanx.
You're going to use the behavior of Peanut to predict the weather. Okay, are you listening to me?
I am. I'm all ears right now.
If Peanut turns his tail to the fire, it foretells a change of weather, particularly rain or hard frost. If Peanut lies up with his forehead touching the ground, it means that stormy weather is on its way. Weather's not the only perks. So what were you going to say, Dan?
Well, I was gonna say, I mean, I want to know when it's gonna rain. So do I have to start a fire, like in my house? Because it's scorching right now.
You don't have a fire at your house?
I was wondering about that.
Well, listen, guys, hey. Always keep a fire burning.
I feel
Always keep a hot ember. Hot
like,
ember.
I feel like these
on the
haven't been
hearth.
updated for the 21st century. Like, what is there anything I can use in place of a fire?
You
like
have
a
to use
microwave,
fire.
like a
no,
TV?
no.
You can't,
No,
like,
you're being
use-
foolish.
I'm not being foolish.
You're leading our
I'm not being
listeners
foolish.
astray.
I
Because as soon as
say, I say, just go online. Look up one of those fireplace videos. The cat won't know the difference.
Oh,
It's already
yeah.
hot in the room.
Yeah.
He sees the fire, or she.
That's a good idea.
I'm not talking about fire for cats. I'm talking about fire that keeps the ghouls away. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Ghouls are our friends.
You know, if a cat's following you, it means money is coming your way. That's why I often follow a cat, because it follows a man, and I beat the snot out of the man once he gets the money.
So you just
If you dream of a cat,
you go around town
yeah.
looking for people being followed by cats.
I have a guild of cats. I feed them bread. I've been told they're pigeons. Pigeons, you ever hear of that variety of cat?
Yeah,
What's,
I have.
What's your favorite strain of cat?
strain? I like Maine Coon cats.
Really, I'm more of a tabby guy myself.
Oh.
Yeah.
I like a big chubby cat, one with a belly you can just pat all day.
Yeah, you gotta get yourself a fat cat, and you gotta get it on the guts, because it's not good luck or anything superstitious like that. It's just a good time.
It is. But like a little Buddha.
Hey.
In your house.
It is like a little Buddha,
Yeah.
but I have thousands of Buddha statues. Because I want a pure soul.
Yeah.
If you dream of a cat, well, specifically if you're a man and you dream of a cat, sorry, ladies, and the cat scratches you, it means your sweetheart is a spiteful termagant. And if a woman dreams the same, she has a rival. And when was the last time you had a good old fashioned rival?
High school.
You want to talk about it?
No, I really
Who
don't.
was your rival?
I'm not going to talk
Gary
about
Oak?
it. No. He was a lot like Gary Oak, actually.
Yeah? Would you choose like the opposite type of your Pokemon?
Yeah, I think so. He would like stand in doorways when I would try to go through also.
Really?
Yeah.
I would say he's a regular old Gandalf, huh?
Yep.
Or a Hodor? Is that the modern reference?
I suppose so.
Yeah. You know, both black and white cats can be considered lucky.
That's interesting. I like the equality there.
But it depends on their actions and behavior. That's where the end of my research ends. So that's a risk you gotta take.
You can't elaborate on that.
You know, part of the fear for black cats comes from the Middle Ages. People believed that witches can turn themselves into cats, which is similar to how my mom viewed our cat Peanut as my dead grandfather.
Wait, is that true?
Might be.
Is that
They have
true?
shared attributes. Peanut loves the cat box, right? You
Right,
pet at
of
him, he
course.
swats at you. He loves the sport of trying to catch your hand with his claws. My grandfather was a boxer, and he loved the sport of trying to catch people's faces with his fists.
Ooh.
Also, I don't know if you noticed this or not, but beneath Peanut's mouth zone, his mouth hole, his little mouth region, his mouth chasm,
Yeah, the mastication zone.
his food chamber, his food portal. Sorry,
Right,
We're
right,
not
that's
talking
what
about
it is.
stomach. There's a little cleft chin. He has a little butt indent.
I
and
noticed
a
that.
furry chin.
He's handsome.
And you know who else was handsome?
Your uncle.
True. Which one?
Mark.
My grandfather was also handsome, and he had a cleft chin, right? And I don't know if you noticed this or not, but my Peanut is a little bit of a mouth breather. Okay, he's fat. He has poor lung capacity, so he breathes with his mouth, and to do that, he will prop his mouth open with his stupid little pink tongue. And he will stand there with this tongue coming out of his mouth. And my grandfather.
I've noticed.
This is an emotional story for me. But here's the other comparison. My grandfather would also often stick his little stupid pink tongue out of his mouth to breathe better.
So what you're saying is you gave your grandfather to this guy? Why'd you do that?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, you got my grandpa.
Yeah, every night I'm like, good night, Roy's grandpa.
His
And
name.
I think it is him.
His name is Roy Evans.
Oh, his name wasn't Peanut.
No,
It wasn't Peanut Roy.
it wasn't. Well, Peanut Roy,
Michaels.
Peanut Michael. Who? This is confusing. Hey, I got an anecdote for you. Okay.
Okay.
I don't know if you've heard this urban legend or not, but legend has it that knucklehead Satanists around Halloween time often kidnap or adopt black and white cats for ritual sacrifice. And to prevent this, most animal shelters prohibit the adoption of black and white cats in the weeks prior to Halloween. which is fine with me because I know a guy. But anyway, I am Roy Meowkles. This is the Meowstery Hour on WMEB 91.9 FM, Orono, Maine. It's 11:20, and we'll see you soon. But until then, run the jewels. Meowperty.
I'm up at midnight, I'm dipping off in my knees like a gun on a metal piece. I've been this, I fit to my wrist light. I'm lurking, serving off this. It was you lack of purpose. I got them filled up with Frizzack like Miss I get you all inside. I'm looking, lurking on people, twerking for service. To this bag is a burger. I'm yelling, screaming, and cursing. I'm putting pistols in faces at random places like give it up or stand adjacent to Satan. Batman chilling, the villains is here. No Jesus is here. I hear the demons in my ear. And I want it, I need it, see it, I take it. Never faking, rap motherfuckers up. Leave you naked, just shoot runners. Top tag team for 2 summers. Live and let live. Fuck you cuz that's a fool's honor. I'm walking, toting on 2 llamas. You is against ass and trash. I'll get a fool. I'll fuck you up, boys forever. Hope I said it politely. And that's about the psyche and Jamie and Mikey. You need another pair better, highly unlikely. And if I can't rap it, Maggie, then fight me. I live for the thrill of the kill, yes, it excites me. You know your favorite rapper ain't ish, and me, I might be the closest representation of God you might see. Pay honors like your mama, young son, and take a right knee. The passion of pop, the depth of Nas, circa 9. Mix the mind of Brad Jordan and Chuck D, and find me. I speak with the diction of Malcolm, or say a Bun B. Prevail through hell, so Satan get ye behind me.
Kitten became a lion that look at your face like grapefruit. Kitten became a lion that look at your face like grapefruit. Kitten became a lion that look at your face like I never been much of ish, by most measurements don't exist. On a radar, a little blimp in the shadow of motherships. Smothered and brashly mumbled, my hush does a global spin. Like the sign on my back to stab me, my soul is your little bitch. Maybe you should be careful with flipping a stranger's switch. And assuming the roar is warning, a symptom of arrogance. But nothing to lose, a step up, then everything's for the win. So we grin in the face of frauds until monsters will suck our dick. I let us know my existence is to disgrace. Your kitten became a lion that look at your face like great fools. Why we got the people behind us? While the rappers are vaginas, for the fame and true runners will always stay ruled. Your permission was never yours to begin with. And every bar that this shit you spit is your on prison. I've been here making raw. This should never ask to be lauded. The jewels is the answer. Your question is what's poppin'?
If you like bands like Mr. Bungle, Gogol Bordello, and the Dead Milkmen, then listen to Look Out Below, Wednesdays, 8 to 10 p.m. for anything loud, fun, and unusual. I'm Aaron, and I'll be your host every Wednesday night, 8 to 10 p.m. on WMEB 91.9 FM.
Hello and welcome back to the Meowstery Hour. I'm Roy Meowkles. This is WMEB 91.9 FM, Orono, Maine, and tonight I am joined by Dan Man and Connor Spencer. Shortly before the break, we were talking about how cats can be used as a form of divination to predict the future, whether it's good fortune, weather, or revealing the true nature of your closest allies. If you know how to read a cat, the cat can read time. I want to kick off this next segment of the show because we mentioned what it means to see a cat in your dream, and I've just found out that my co-host Connor Spencer has had plenty of cat dreams. Let's get into it, buddy.
I've had one cat dream.
One cat,
Yeah.
just one
Yeah. Should I tell it?
here.
Yeah.
I guess so.
Do you want? Should I, Dan?
I mean, we get time to kill, right?
Yeah. Okay.
We have time to
So-
kill.
Yes.
Yes.
There was this girl I liked, right? Didn't work out.
What's
Anyway,
her name?
I'm not gonna say. I'm not. She probably wouldn't care, but Anyway, that didn't work out. It's all good now. But anyway, at the time, why are you doing this to me?
I'm not.
Anyway, I have your cat Peanut, as we discussed earlier in the episode, and
I think it was really the only thing we have discussed thus far.
yeah, pretty much. But anyway, in the dream, she is holding Peanut like 100 feet away from me, and we're in some dark woods, and we're facing each other, and I was like mad, and I yelled, "Why are you taking my cat, Peanut?"
So you whispered it?
Well, I can't yell. You know I can't yell over the mic. Roy.
No, I understand.
But anyway, and she was like, "I don't know, but you're never getting him back." And she turned at this weirdly sharp 180-degree angle. You know, like, what?
like,
Around.
otherworldly?
Yeah, and then ran into the darkness, and I knew I was never going to see Peanut again, and I like fell to my knees and went like, "No!" And it was really traumatic.
Was that a whisper
for me.
or were
It
you
was
yelling?
supposed to be a yell.
Yeah.
And I woke up, and for the first few seconds before I was fully lucid, I was like really mad at her. Like she took my cat.
Yeah, she took your cat.
She took Peanut
Yeah.
away from me. And I don't know if it means anything, but Peanut.
Oh, most certainly does.
still
She's a
there.
snake in the grass.
I think she might be. Yeah, she's a troublemaker.
Or you are not the right dad for Peanut. And maybe, just maybe, she was trying to bring back Peanut to his rightful father.
That's me, right?
Yeah, this is Dan Man.
It's not Dan.
No, it's me.
It's not Dan. I am the rightful father now.
Well, you did win the Me for Peanut contests
I did win the
on
Meet the
our
Peanut
Facebook
contest,
page,
yeah.
and that's what we have. We have a Facebook page. If you are listening, go to http://www.facebook.com/main mystery hour. That is http://www.facebook.com/main mystery hour. Like it or not, it's up to you.
Okay, so anyway, why do you guys think that animals are so in touch with the paranormal? I think we should really get into the meat of the subject at this point because it's 26 minutes into the episode.
Oh, it's 28.
28.
What clock are you using?
My laptop.
Oh, okay.
My bad.
Well,
Wish I had
that's
a cat in here to tell me the time.
That's a complicated question. Because we must decide if cats are made from the same material as man, or if their maker is of a more remote origin. But we'll get to that later. I don't know.
What's now? What are we talking about now?
So you're saying cats are more sensitive to the paranormal?
I think they are.
I have
yeah.
heard this a lot from people, mostly parents, that dogs and children are more likely to see ghosts. Also cats.
Yeah, I've heard that a lot too.
Yeah, I heard it actually pretty good, scary story from Zach Neptune. When he was a child, he's not actually the character in the story, so never mind. But his dad lived in a house, right? And it was an old house. And often, when nobody was around, he would hear Baines in the attic. Mysterious banes. Noises. And when the banes weren't happening, the dogs were looking around, searching in corners, under tables, looking at walls, shadows, looking behind people, in front of people. But places where there were no people, nothing to look at, just looking around. What could it be? I think it might be a ghost. Well, Peanut actually in my old haunted apartment used to run around every night at 3 in the morning. That would scare the bejeebers out of me. I almost had him euthanized. Yeah.
He did that with you too?
Yeah. Wait, he does that to you?
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 at night.
3 a.m. exactly every night.
I do have a theory about
except
that.
Sundays.
But I do think we should tackle this the sensitivity of domesticated animals to the supernatural.
Probably, yeah.
So what do you think?
Well, I
You
think
tell
that-
me.
I think that animals and children, they don't have all the worldly nonsense to worry about that we have, right? They're not worrying about who's dating who, the next promotion, etc., etc. They're just one with the world. They just do what they do. And so they have more attention that can be paid to the paranormal, to that which lies beneath.
They also have more advanced eyes. Do you think that could be it?
Cats do, dogs don't.
They've got these like curtains, these curtain rods in their eye cones that open them wider.
Yeah,
I don't know.
like a big curtain.
Yeah, just peel them. Peel that iris open. Like
Like
a
a-
great telescope.
And then, yeah. I don't think that's very scientific, but I see what you're getting at. I get the like the analogy, like the metaphor.
According to Animal Planet, a cat's eyes detect more delicate movements. Their sense of smell is 1,000. Wait, this is dogs.
Wait, dogs can sense, their eyes can sense more delicate movements?
Yeah, I
How's
once
that?
heard this story about a guy who was brewing LSD in his bathtub, and his little dog jumped in, and it was never the same. Would spend most of its life barking at shadows.
That's a lot of LSD.
That's a tub of LSD.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
That's too much for one little dog.
I
know
do think
that.
that is maybe one of the ways that us as conscious beings can ascend to higher planes of existence, higher frequencies, if you will.
That
Yeah, that's
isn't-
no different than the Soviets shooting dogs up to space, because really this guy sending his dog into Trip Town is very similar to being a cosmonaut, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, did you know that the Russians lied about Laika? Was that her name?
Laika?
Laika? Laika? Something
Like
like that.
a
The
like
dog.
a what?
Like a space dog.
Is a space dog? They lied about her?
They said at the time that she survived, I think it was a few days, that she died soon after returning, but she actually died in space in like minutes.
Those snakes!
Yeah. They lied, and then we landed on the moon.
We beat
For
them.
real.
I don't know if we did. But how can I tell if my pet is looking at ghosts in my house, and what should I do?
Well, I know what Peanut does, and we both know that he is very in touch with the paranormal side.
Yeah,
Sometimes when
that's
I'm laying
why
in bed,
I adopted him.
yeah.
Well, I got him
thought
for a
so.
ritual. Was going to use him as the vessel, so I was gonna sacrifice him. But he ended up became more of a sponge and absorbed the evil energies in the room, and that's why he doesn't like anything really.
Yeah. He's kind of a sourpuss.
I guess you could say so.
Yeah. But what he does when I lay in bed, and I get kind of a creepy feeling from the corner above my bed, and lately I've been seeing him.
Yeah,
like,
it is a creepy corner.
Yeah, I've been seeing him like look up there, like.
Oh, he looks at the
frantically.
corner.
Yeah,
Could
and
it be spiders?
I thought maybe there was like a bug or an arachnid up there, but there's nothing up there that I can see.
I think maybe you should call an exorcist.
I feel like that would be kind of embarrassing because I'm a paranormal expert,
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah.
I should know what
Yeah.
to do, but I'm not sure.
Well, last time we failed to call an exorcist, Keith died.
yeah.
This was like 2 days ago.
He died, and we had a caller from where was it? What was his name?
Constantine, Rhode Island. He was from, right?
Yeah, exactly. And we were like, give us a call back, tell us how it goes, and he hasn't called us back in like 8 months.
Yeah, he's never
Yeah.
called back.
Well, maybe
I-
he's
I-
really busy.
There was a period of time where I was giving people the wrong number on the show by accident. It was a good 3 months.
Yeah, Dan, you're the intern. Can you get a hold of him sometime? Can you try?
Yeah.
I'm really
Like-
invested in that story
Like,
personally.
how do you communicate with people though? Like envelopes?
I think
How do you get them
the
there?
way most people do it nowadays is they go to the post office and they buy a stamp and they put it on an envelope with a letter in it.
All right, I'll see what I can do. I'll get back to you guys next week.
Yeah. Can you go now?
I mean,
Yeah, can you?
I don't know.
Can you? Would you mind?
I don't mean go send the letter. I mean, can you go
Yeah,
now?
can you
yeah.
yeah.
get out of here? Or
Okay.
this isn't a bit, Dan.
Hey, I brought pizza.
Oh, you did bring
You did
pizza.
bring
You
pizza,
did bring
yeah.
pizza. Yeah,
I'm usually nice to people who give me things, so. Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah. I've got a. Can I tell a little anecdote about Peanut?
Oh
I feel like this is just the Peanut episode.
That's the peanut episode.
At this point.
We don't have notes. We don't have a proper soundtrack.
I was watching him go to the bathroom.
We're gonna
the
touch
other
it up in Audacity, though, right? We're gonna add some stuff,
day.
add some
Yeah,
pizzazz.
We're gonna replace it with another episode.
Yeah, maybe more, maybe more of these, and maybe less. That sounds pretty
Okay.
good.
Ow. But I was watching Peanut go to the bathroom.
What?
I was watching him go to the bathroom, and it's
Why?
because I don't know, and it was interesting. And
Was it because it was interesting?
well,
Spit it out.
I was sitting out on my front porch, and it wasn't my intention to watch him go to the bathroom, but it caught my eye because I noticed that his litter box is a little bit too small for him.
Yeah.
So when he takes a little cat poop, his head
His head.
his
It sticks out of the litter box.
yeah.
This is the second episode in a row you've lost your mind over a poop joke.
It looks so funny. His head just kind of sticks.
It's just part of what he has to do. He doesn't need to be ridiculed.
He has like the most serious look on his face too when he's doing it.
Well,
It's just straight cat.
it is straight cat face. Hold on, let me look up if cat poop means anything.
Dan, I know that your mom has a lot of cats. Is there any reason for that?
I don't know. Just a lot of cats end up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know,
I don't even
I've
know how. It's like they just materialize.
Maybe they're attracted to it. Some kind of energy maybe is leaking through in that spot.
Yeah, there's probably because there's a lot of like cat food around for the existing cats. They probably.
Well,
sense
that's the thing. I think maybe I can't smell personally, so you guys will have to verify this. But I think that maybe ethereal energy when it's leaking through, maybe it smells like cat food or catnip.
You know, sometimes I get that feeling. You know that uneasy feeling when you're in a spooky zone. You know,
Yeah,
a spook
yeah.
zone.
Yeah, and you can smell the air smells like
It's got that
electricity. And
catnipy,
it tastes like
electrical-
copper.
Yeah, and it smells like cat food.
smells like
Little
cat
bit.
food.
It smells like Friskies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yes, and
I feel like we're really piecing it together here. We
you
almost have
know,
a
when I
working
met your
theory.
mom, I knew about the cats. And when I met your mom, I kind of got the impression that those cats might be part of some sort of coven. You're just hanging out with a bunch of all of her witch friends, and before your buddies come over, they have to turn into cats, hang out.
You know, I have always thought maybe the majority of those cats are up to no good. You know how when you walk by them, did you get the feeling that they're just staring at you, not doing anything like ever, but except staring directly at you?
That's all they do.
There's one that has one eye, and he is the only one that I, surprisingly enough, don't feel suspicious around.
That's the one I feel the most suspicious about.
Really?
It
He's a
hates me.
very nice
It's
cat.
also a girl, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, is she a girl?
I don't know.
Are you telling me that she has no eye and Connor can't even figure out if she's a girl or not?
One eye.
That is horrible.
She has one eye.
That's
I
a
dated
real
someone like that
tragedy.
once. They had one eye, and I never knew if they were a girl or a boy. I was just too distracted by the one eye situation.
You know, if a cat sneezes the day before a wedding in the USA, that means United States of America. It means bad luck. But elsewhere, it is supposed to mean that the marriage will be a happy one. I've never really seen a cat sneeze.
You know, my wedding's coming up. Do you think we should bring Peanut the day before and just kind of put some pepper? Give him some pepper food?
Oh, you make him sneeze. Well, this is the USA, United States of America, and if he sneezes before your wedding, that's a good sign that you, I don't know,
Isn't
you
that
killed or
cheating?
something.
Isn't that cheating?
That is cheating.
Okay.
You don't want it to sneeze.
Yeah,
It's
well, what if
bad
we go to
luck.
Canada? It's pretty close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
International waters. It's even closer.
International waters. That's right.
Probably. Yeah, what is
Huh.
That's not a country at all, so would there be different
Well, it depends on
rules?
where the energy ley lines lay, because that's what really governs the magical energies.
Okay, okay.
It's the way God made our planet.
We'll have to look into that because we can change my plans, you know, just get a boat, get a cat, get some pepper, and then we're all done. We're ready to roll.
Really got to get yourself a cat and some pepper. And
Yeah, cat, boat, pepper. That's the list right
if a
there.
white cat crosses your path, you are a very lucky individual. But meeting 3 black cats in succession is also good luck. As well if a gray cat crosses your path. But if a black cat walks under a ladder, it means the next person who climbs it will have ill luck. Whoever kills the cat will never have any good luck. And that's a lot of work. Because really, you have to murder that thing like 8 or 9 times.
Yeah.
Well, that was a good laugh to go out on. It's 11:42. I'm Roy Meowkles. This is the Meowstery Hour on WMEB 91.9 FM or no man. We might be back. I don't know.
When Dad needed help getting around, I became his driver. Soon enough, it was up to me to be his housekeeper and financial manager, too. When he moved in, I became his cook and even his nurse. But no matter what roles I play, I know I'm still his daughter.
We understand the roles you play. So to help, we created aarp.org/caregiving, where you can connect with experts and other caregivers. Visit aarp.org/caregiving. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Well, and welcome back. I'm Roy Meowkles, and this is the Meowstery Hour on WMEB 91.9 FM, Orono, Maine. Tonight on the program, we are dealing with terrors that defy the comprehension of man. Feline catus and its enigmata. So far, we've determined that cats can see ghosts, and that my cat Peanut might be my dead grandfather. Now, I'm gonna posit two different theories explaining the strange and mysterious behavior of our four-footed, whiskered, pink-nosed, ear-tail, fur friends, cats. Helping me in this task is Connor Spencer, my host,
What's up?
and Dan, the unpaid intern.
I'm here.
So talking about Peanut, we've noted that he often stays on the periphery of the room. One might assume that he likes company, he likes hanging out with people, he likes being one of the guys or one of the gals or whoever he's hanging out with. But I have a theory that he might be spying on us. Have you ever heard of the Acoustic Kitty program? Get near your microphone, you idiot.
Obviously, I've heard of it, but our listeners probably haven't. So,
Well, the Atlantic writes, Americans have, for centuries, found creative ways to spy on friends, enemies, and everyone in between. Everyone in between is us. The government's corrupt, it's evil. Edward Snowden. We covered it. We know. But this story about American spying is positively more interesting than Edward Snowden. Because at the height of the Cold War, as the story goes, officials in the United States, that's the Americans, hatched a covert plan to keep tabs on the Ruskies in Washington, D.C.
what are the Ruskies?
The Reds.
The Reds?
The Communists.
The Communists?
Joseph and the Stalins.
Joseph and the Stalins?
Vladimir Lenin.
Oh, you mean Russians?
And the bad guy from Rocky IV.
I thought he was a good guy.
Well, it depends on if you think Apollo Creed is someone that
Yeah.
needs to be vanquished.
I've been watching this movie backward the whole time.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, so you probably thought, Ivan Drago brutally destroys Apollo Creed, but then he's alive again. He's an unnatural force.
Yeah.
And now
yeah,
he's
exactly.
poisoning the Italian stallion with his friendship, and then right at the end he beats him. Beats him, and then the Rocky trains in reverse. I'm trying to imagine the
I
series
see what you're
backwards.
doing.
It's not a good...
Yeah.
That was the Rocky theme backwards. But the officials in the United States, to spy on the Russians in Washington, D.C., decided to deploy surveillance cats. They surgically implanted cats with microphones and radio transmitters. Yeah, that seems kind of fun. Except for the whole surgically part, because what they did was they'd cut a cat open and put batteries in it. And this was the 60s, so those were some big batteries. And they wired them up. Jeffrey Richardson, in his 2001 book, The Wizards of Langley, said the tail was used for an antenna. Can you imagine that?
Wait, is that true?
Yeah,
That is too good to be true.
it is too
it's
good
like
to be true.
nature's antenna.
But it gets even better, even though it's really not good, because that's incredibly sad, and I believe I've signed change.org petitions to prevent this sort of thing from happening
It's
in
cruel.
cat research.
It's cruel.
But it's interesting.
It is
Cruel but interesting, yeah. Like veal. Sad but tender.
Yeah.
Yeah, the agency poured about $10 million taxpayer money into designing, operating on, and training the first acoustic kitty, according to several accounts. Now, the CIA director of the time told the agent overlooking the acoustic kitty project not to get attached to the little guy, so they only call him Acoustic Kitty. And then when it came time for the inaugural mission to see if this $10 million paid off, CIA agents got together in a van, and they released their little agent into the wilds. And Acoustic Kitty, he dashed off toward the embassy. Supposedly, he was trained to go where the Russians were to gather the intel. But he never made it because after about 10 feet, he was struck by a passing taxi and killed. All of the agents were sitting in the van wondering why no data was reported back to their consoles. Turns out that Acoustic Kitty was slain in action in the line of duty. Now I believe the story, one, because it's true. But we do know from our work here on the Mystery Hour that the CIA is up to all sorts of hooky things, whether it's the heart attack gun, which was designed to kill people with a shellfish toxin that would produce a death that seemed like natural causes rather than a bullet, and also the MK Ultra program as depicted in Stranger Things. You doing, just drinking soda? Just sitting in the corner drinking soda? What are you guys doing? Well, I have a theory that they used the MK Ultra program with the acoustic. I hope you choke. You're a bad man. I hope they used MK Ultra program to put the consciousness of someone into the Acoustic Kitty to be a cat for a day. And like most CIA programs, I don't believe this one ended. And I think that Peanut might be an Acoustic Kitty. I think all cats might be Acoustic Kitties. And that's why you can go to my website. Wait, I can't do this bit. I think someone should invent, that's not me, earmuffs for cats so you can live in privacy from the CIA.
I think you're right because
Oh, welcome
very
back to the
suspicious.
program.
I wasn't drinking soda. That's not allowed in here. It's against the rules. I was just kind of swishing around with my spit in my mouth. I'm full of spit.
You're just full of it.
Yeah, but cats are by nature perfect for that kind of program, for that kind of work.
Yeah.
You know, I think I wonder if that cat would have gotten hit by the taxi if it hadn't been like weighed down by those heavy batteries. Because you're right, they were big back then. That's like 50%
They're big
batteries. Yeah.
That cat must have been really muscular. They must have injected him with all sorts of protein.
I like to, yeah, like muscle milk.
Like muscle milk, yeah.
I like to imagine like,
You don't want to give a cat muscle milk because they'll get muscle worms.
yeah, that's true. I like to imagine the Acoustic Kitty with like a car battery on each side, like a colander on its head, you know, like wires running down its back.
It's perfect. He'll slip right in without them noticing
They'll
him.
never notice.
I do believe, though, that this report might have been leaked by the CIA, and the counterintelligence may have arranged for the taxi to take out the Acoustic Kitty.
Oh.
Because think about that. Your nemesis, your rival, is trying to use a $10 million cat to spy on you. And it took them so long to figure it out. How satisfying would it be? Just flush all of that money down the drain.
It would be very satisfying, but it seems like we're living in a very juvenile world when you have one side makes this cat, they let it out, another side runs it over with a taxi, and then they're both like, okay, on to the next plan.
Yeah, when are
It's
they going to
crazy.
mature to drone striking the enemy?
Right.
But
And like, you know, czars. Horrible stuff like that. We're
Yeah.
onto that now.
yeah, disease cats. Why didn't they just give it a bunch of diseases?
Yes, I believe
Wow.
they used that in the 1700s.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you know that in ancient Egypt, cats were worshipped as gifts from the gods?
I have heard that, yeah. It's interesting.
Thank you.
Yawn.
Well, we know from
I'm
experience.
sorry.
We know from experience that Egypt was the alien capital of the Earth.
Are you saying that cats might be aliens?
I'm saying that in the 1950s, we know from our research, we know from everything we know about the extraterrestrial military-industrial complex that following Roswell in the 50s, we entered into a treaty, Dwight Eisenhower did, with the Greys for extraterrestrial technology. Now, shortly after the 1950s was the height of the Cold War. So, you know, phone call? You're gonna answer it?
It's Rob. He's from using space still.
Oh, okay. Show's over.
Not quite
You
yet.
can't talk to that guy. Well, I'm saying that the Greys may have given the CIA the acoustic kitty necessary for the experiment.
Well, I have a question about that. Do you think the Greys gave us the acoustic alien saying, hey, use this to spy on your enemies, but the Greys were spying on us using the acoustic kitty that they gave us?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Well, I do think that
We
might
do.
be true. Because if you hold a cat's ears back, what you see is the perfect match to a gray alien. It has almond-shaped eyes, a small mouth, and a small nose.
You're blowing my mind right now.
Yeah,
I'm sorry I said
yeah,
yawn earlier, by the way. This is actually very exciting to me.
This was the whole peak of the episode.
All right, so that actually wasn't Rob.
Oh, wasn't?
Yeah, that was the pizza guy saying my pizza's ready.
Welcome to Planet
Yeah.
Pizza.
No, Pizza Planet.
What is Rob on the call?
I didn't even order a pizza.
Oh, okay.
Does he want to call us from space?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think he does.
Give him a call.
He said the show was over. I told him call back next week.
He's in
Good.
space. He was all the time in the universe.
Rob, he just messaged me. He said you can go past 12.
Let's give him a call.
Okay.
Maybe
I'm
he'll,
assuming you can hear us right now, so we're gonna give you a call
Did you know a cat?
in space, which is where he is.
He's in space. Where cats are from? You missed it. I think that the acoustic kitty was given to the CIA by the Greys following the Roswell incident. And Dan thinks the Greys used the acoustic kitty to spy on the CIA. Well, if you hold the cat's ears back and describe what you see, it looks like a gray alien. And it also looks scared. Don't do that to a cat.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah, you shouldn't do that. It's
You
not very
shouldn't do that
nice.
to a cat.
Yeah,
It's
don't
not very
do that.
nice.
Really don't do that. We're not condoning it.
Have you ever watched a cat wake up from a deep sleep and just run around the room? Remember how we mentioned that Peanut would do that?
Yeah.
That's because it's receiving transmissions from some sort of mothership.
I believe it.
Yeah, I believe it.
There's no other reason.
I don't believe it.
All right, let's talk to Rob. I wanna go.
He's past the heliosphere. It's gonna take a second.
I just can't believe we spent so much money to put Rob in space.
Yeah, that's like it was like half of UMaine's budget this year.
I had to just leave college. Pay for that.
You? Is that why you left?
No, I was at the Northville Insane Asylum
Oh right.
because I had skin spiders.
Yeah. What are skin spiders?
Well, it's not what it sounds like. Basically, I have hundreds of spiders underneath my skin. But now I just have blood sweat.
That's not as bad. I would take blood sweat over skin spiders any day.
Yeah, it's not too bad. It's actually not what you think it would be.
Really.
Basically, I just sweat blood all the time.
Actually, I can kind of see it on you now. A little bit on your face.
It is hot in here.
Yeah, very hot.
It's very distractingly hot in here. It's like, how deep down are we?
I think about 2,000 to 3,000 feet.
I thought it was closer to a mile.
Well, I think it's because we're so warm because it's the heat from Earth's mantle.
I'm gonna need that plug. and then we can give him a call.
What plug?
Out there, how far is he now? We're about to find out.
Hopefully he's entering cat territory so he can kind of chime in on this conversation.
Well, you know, it is midnight, and this is the Mystery Hour on WMEB 91.9 FM, Warren, no Maine. I'm Roy Michaels with Connor and Dan. We're going to go over just a little bit. Mystery Hour, and then a couple minutes is the new name of the episode, because we're going to call our host from space. That's where he's going to be for the rest of his life.
We're calling?
Yeah. That's what it sounds like.
Hello?
Rob?
Rob?
Hello?
We got a hold of you way out there, huh?
Yeah, I can hear you guys. I can hear you. I can hear you up here. Oh, yeah, you're coming through. You're coming through.
So, how far out are you right now?
Oh, all right. It's hard to tell. I've come to the other side of Saturn at the moment.
Really?
Far side
Yeah.
of Saturn.
I thought you'd be quite a bit further by now.
Space is enormous, let me tell you. It's unbelievable. Now, I can't see much. I've got Saturn behind me. It's dark.
Really?
You must have slowed down since last time we talked to you. I mean, you were going 600 million
Yeah, 600
miles per
million
hour.
miles per hour.
I mean, maybe space is Saturn, everything's bigger
some
than
kind of
what we're told.
catastrophe happened?
I think Connor may have been, exaggerating just a little bit about 600 million miles per hour.
I wasn't
I just took him at his word. You can't really tell how fast you're going in space.
So, how's that? How's it going with the only having a picture of me and you up there?
Well, let me tell you, hasn't done the job. It's since 1 week. Yeah.
Ow.
I've been really lonely. I've been incredibly lonely, and this week I've actually spent my time alone working really hard on an AI.
An AI?
Really?
Yep.
We didn't train you for that.
Yeah,
That's
it
some
turns out I have
improvisation
spare
there.
parts. Well, I doubt I'll make it work. I doubt I'll get it to work. But I figured I'm up here. We got so much time. We got a few spare parts, spare spaceship parts.
So why are you?
So I've just been tinkering away.
Why are you making the AI? Why are you doing that with your time?
Yeah, what's your end game here?
You could be enjoying the vastness of space.
Seriously overrated.
You know, we only gave you about 3 weeks of food. I don't think you should really get too invested in the project.
Yeah, we're trying to get you out past the
Yeah, not
heliosphere,
only
and you're
that-
heading past Saturn still.
Not only that, but I've also realized that I'm drinking my own urine.
Of course.
We didn't give you a system for that.
It's getting recycled through the system, but
You
I've
didn't
been
give-
really...
Are you talking about your own body's waste system? Or are you just...
Are you talking about the French
Yeah.
press we gave you?
No, the French press wasn't... You forgot it. It wasn't here.
Yeah, I know. I had a really nice cup of coffee today.
Oh, my God.
He's just peeing right
I've
in
been up
there.
here for
He's
so
just-
long.
Hey, we're talking about
So-
pets tonight.
Yeah.
Don't you have a pet back on Earth?
Yeah, actually, now that you say it, I did.
What's it like knowing that you'll never see it again?
What?
So, Rob,
What?
do you still plan on going out past the heliosphere?
What do you want?
I know you're lonely up there. You don't
What was
have to
that?
be rude.
Look,
We didn't give you a system for recycling water. I just want to clarify again.
Wait, you did give me a system.
No.
Where else would the water
What are
be
you
coming from?
drinking?
My urine.
Yeah, that's what concerns me. That only works so many times. Anyway,
No, I know. That's what I've been focusing on. It's been very disturbing. Hold on.
yeah.
You think his AI might have came
Yeah.
to life?
Hold on, he says.
What's he doing?
I don't know.
I think he might be
Yeah.
Sorry.
drinking some urine.
I was inhaling.
Oh,
You were what?
inhaling.
Oh, well, you've got to breathe up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's this guy? Not Bill Clinton?
No, boys, I'll admit I have a small problem. I found a leak in one of our tubes on the ship.
One of the
I've been
tubes.
inhaling dangerous nitrous tetroxide.
One of the 2 tubes we have on there has a leak.
No, I know.
Yeah,
I was a bit of a chemist myself, so nitrous tetroxide. Yeah, I'm going to die anyways.
No,
you're not
okay.
gonna
Listen to
die.
me. We've never lost a man in space, and we're not going to lose you.
Yeah, we'll know where you are on our GPS.
Yeah, here's the thing.
You'll be able to tell your
Earth is
family
in
where your
space.
corpse is.
Here's the thing. I had you. Okay, first of all, take the duct tape out of the drawer, put it over the tube. That's all you gotta do. Second,
No.
you're supposed to be past the heliosphere by now and going through the solar winds, and you're just behind Saturn. And I feel like you're not doing what we sent you up there to do. So I would like an explanation for that.
Are you saying I'm doing a bad job flying this spaceship for
I
you
think
into the unknown?
you're doing a bad
And I
job
gave up my
considering
life.
that you can't pilot it. It was on autopilot, and you're still not.
I gave up my
out
life
there.
and my cat.
I know. I'm just.
Yeah.
We spent a lot of money, all right, and we're kind of getting stressed down
Rob,
here.
we got a terminate button, just in case you decide to putz around.
All right. No, you're right. You're right. I mean, well, it has given me the creativity to create this AI almost.
Yeah, let's talk about the AI. I feel like we glazed over
Yeah,
that.
sorry. I think we went over
Yeah.
that. I'm just concerned
I mean,
about the
AI
millions of
that's
dollars that we're losing every second.
Okay, I'll duct tape the hole.
I'm just so uninterested in space, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm more interested in computers. Can you go to any websites on that AI? Can you go on, YouTube?
No.
Facebook?
Yeah, what's the
No,
AI for? Is it companionship?
I've been using my own expertise, my own custom brand of expertise, and I've just been working towards it. I mean, we haven't created AIs yet on Earth, or maybe we have. We haven't really proven it. Robo DJ.
Yeah, don't forget
But,
about
Why
Robo
do you
DJ.
say that name on this show?
Yeah, sorry.
Wow.
Yeah, so have you seen
Well, I
2001:
I
A
don't care
Space
what happens
Odyssey?
back there anymore.
Oh, you don't, huh?
What?
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 Have you seen?
Hello? Oh,
Hey,
That's not a
Hey.
real comment.
Rob,
Interference. You get a lot of what?
have you seen 2001: A Space Odyssey?
I only saw this. I watched about 20 minutes of it, and everything I saw was about primates. I
So you
don't
didn't
think
see
I
the
got to the
part where
actual-
there's a guy in space
No, I only watched the
And
primate
there's an
scene,
AI
which is probably
that-
pretty weird.
that betrays him.
Well, I'm not really
Okay.
worried about that.
You should be.
I'm mostly building it because I'm lonely.
What did you name it?
It teaches a love.
Wait, is it a girl?
No, it's actually not.
Oh.
It's a robot.
It's a man. Oh yeah, it's a robot. I mean,
Does it look like Roy?
it doesn't look like any. It looks like a small trapezoid.
That's basically me.
It's a small boy trapezoid, is what you're saying.
It's a good point, Mike.
This is a boy.
You, to be fair, you just look like a couple circles connected to a couple trapezoids. But it's a little more intricate.
You should watch your mouth, buddy.
With what? My urine?
We didn't give you a system
Watch.
for
How about you
recycling
watch
urine.
your words?
I think Dan wants to talk to you real quick before we go.
Yeah. Dan, please hit me. Yeah.
Well, I was just gonna say, are you sure you're doing okay up there, man? I mean, you said you're drinking your urine. You're only by Saturn. I mean, you were almost past Saturn last week. Do you think?
Yeah.
You kind of fading in and out there a little bit. Maybe you already hit the solar wind. You're at a different planet. It looks like Saturn. You might be too far.
Yeah, well, I think it's Saturn. I mean, to be honest, if I seem more unprofessional now this week, it's because nitrogen tetroxide.
Yeah,
And,
sorry about that. By the
also,
way.
it's just
That was
Oh,
my
it's just-
job
that's
to
okay.
get the good pipes and hoses, and I actually just took like a vacuum cleaner hose and I used that.
You didn't even put the right chemical in there. It was supposed to be oxygen.
you knew what you were doing. You knew what you were doing.
I'm just trying to help, man.
Hey, what's that nitrogen like, huh? What kind of, is that indica?
I can't talk about it, but
How,
because I'm gonna stop.
You listen to, you
You're
ever
doing
try
really-
listening to Pink Floyd on that stuff?
Yes, I guess I've seen a lot of Pink Floyd. Yeah.
What? What are you talking about, man?
Wait, what?
I love that's Pink Floyd is my favorite cereal.
This episode should probably be dubbed just what? No, sorry. The Meowstery hour.
You are approaching the grandest of mysteries in space. Let's talk
I know.
about
It's
it.
been up here so long. It kind of like the luster kind of it's not there anymore. It's just space. Boring.
Space
Seriously.
is boring. Like if I could really advocate for one thing, it'd be less focus on space.
Yeah, well, you're not up here, nerd.
Yeah,
Don't
seriously.
make me come up there, nerd.
You darn well better be outside the heliosphere by next week, or we're gonna shoot you down.
Hold up, you don't have the
Well,
technological
we
capacity
actually
to
are
shoot
going
down.
to send you a care package. That's part of the reason why we're calling you tonight. We want to know what sort of things you need from us to keep you going and sending back the saucy reports from beyond the heliosphere.
Yeah, what do you,
You
want
can
up
send me
there?
stuff.
Yeah, what do you need?
You want the
We're
Economist?
gonna shoot a
Why
missile
haven't
at
you
you.
sent me clean water? You sick, sick, you men.
I understand that you're alone.
We can't send you water; it'll evaporate or whatever.
And you'll stop drinking your own urine. That's a great joke.
Yeah, it's
I'm
a
made of water,
great
and I
joke.
haven't evaporated.
Huh?
Not yet. You
I
haven't.
know what? What?
I think Robbie's losing his mind.
This is a
Up in
great
space.
call. These are the kind of calls you expect from outside, in deep space.
Yeah, there's Louis Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, and now Robbie Keane in outer space.
Yeah, I love that quote. What? Well, that was me actually. He's making fun
Why
of me.
you should be
sorry.
out here?
I should have been out there, and I had measles.
Yeah,
they
Connor had
picked you.
measles.
Yeah,
And I had measles because Connor had measles, and
I was like
I'm
all
sorry. You
ready to go out there past the helio. Let me tell you, I'd be 3 times past the heliosphere by now,
what even
Right.
is a helios?
and I wouldn't be
heliosphere?
drinking my own urine. I can guarantee that.
Why not?
It's like the sphere around the solar
really, let's
system.
talk about that. Why not?
Because I would have put a working filtration system up there.
If you didn't have one.
No, I had one. I just was using it at home
Oh.
to make coffee.
I don't mind that you guys are just talking right now because I just haven't heard voice in so long.
Well, that's good. Because soon
Yeah,
I'm not going to
I'm
be
not-
talking to you for another week.
Yeah, I'm glad you
So I can
called so we can
handle
do all the
this
talking.
for like 10
You
minutes.
can, oh, you can send stuff to me. So I don't understand why that's not more of a thing. I mean, I have no way to communicate you from this ship, but you can communicate me.
Yeah, it's just the whole thing, really. You have to go through the whole process of getting you stuff.
What's interesting about this
we
is
got stuff to do,
this is actually a pre-recorded
I
conversation.
have all week to think about
Just so our
this.
listeners know, Robbie said all this, and then we practiced responding at the right times.
Yeah, we went to a few improv classes
Yeah.
here on campus, and to that I'd like to say yes and.
I love going to campus.
Yes, and I love talking to Rob in space.
And
Yes, and.
Uh,
Yes,
I love
and-
when we roasted when you and Keith roasted Rob last week.
Yeah, we roasted Rob last
I don't know if
week.
you heard that,
because the
Robbie.
next thing to roast Rob will be the sun when he travels into it.
I'm gonna miss him.
are we playing a
never
game
being
right
on
now?
time anywhere.
Well, we were doing some
Are we,
improv.
are we,
Do you have a
are
do
we
you have a-
playing a
do you
game?
have a Mac computer up there?
That'd be
Uh,
pretty sick.
Had to use the hot corners up there.
Oh.
If I had a Mac computer, I wouldn't have to stare into your eyes for a week.
If he
Connor.
I have
It's
very
funny you
luscious
say
eyes.
that because Connor's face is my desktop, so when I use my computer, I'm doing exactly that.
Yeah, Evan's my desktop.
Ooh, that's a good choice.
Yeah, that's an alright choice. Yeah, I feel like you could be up in space and your internet still wouldn't work. You'd have some kind of virus. You'd be using some kind of dumb mouse.
Would you guys be
Yeah.
up for just maybe even a little bit of Morse code, like chat? I mean, I'm really talking bare minimum here. You don't even have to look at what you're tapping. I just need some sort of interaction. You can even just send up a bleep, and that will make me happy.
I'm gonna send up.
I can count the seconds in between each bleep.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I just started a new D&D campaign, so I don't really have much time to do stuff.
I'm kind of like, I've got a lot of time invested.
I know you're in space, and you only talk to like humans once a week, and it's us. But like,
Survivor just started. I think.
you understand. Like, we got our stuff going on.
Yeah, you get it, right?
You get it. We're just kind of like interested in different things.
I don't get it.
Like, yeah, no. When you first went up there, yes, it was.
I get that you guys are being
but
big
now it's.
fat narcs.
What was that?
I just feel like our lives went different directions. Like you're in space,
and we're here on Earth. Yeah, we got. I don't know. Like, I'm sorry that we don't have the luxury of being alone in the vastness of space, where we can just do anything.
Yeah.
And we got jobs. I got a mom.
I have a mom.
Robbie has a
Rest
mom.
in peace.
I've got one job.
Rest in
to
pieces.
keep breathing.
Yeah. That's cool.
It's not.
Hey Rob, do you remember? What was your? Okay, here's a question. What was your favorite celebrity death?
Did we lose him?
That's
No, he's still there.
No, he's still here.
That's
What was your
great
favorite
question.
moment that a celebrity died?
My favorite moment that a celebrity died.
Yeah.
This is so stimulating.
Yeah. Everyone here back on Earth wants to know.
Wow.
I'll tell you what mine was.
What was it?
Well, I don't know. Like, it's like, has anyone died since I left?
Yeah, someone did die recently, right? Who was it?
Keith?
Not
Keith White?
Keith
kind
died?
of a local celebrity, but.
Keith died?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We meant to tell you. We didn't call an exorcist.
We didn't.
What?
That kind of sucked.
You're like one of my
Jennifer
closest
Aniston
friends.
died last night.
Who?
This just in.
Can't say
Are you
that.
kidding me? You realize I have no way to check this, so I don't know if what you're saying is true or not.
It's not true, and I'd like to say the views and
You could be
opinions
giving me
of
what?
the DJ are that.
It's not like a view or an opinion. It's more like a fact.
You could be
No,
giving me
okay,
false
she-
ones and slipping
she
in a real
is-
one.
Alive, as far as I know.
I can't stop sneezing.
I see that. Yeah. He sneezes
Has the guy
around
played
lies.
Dumbledore dead yet?
Huh?
Has the guy who played Dumbledore dead yet?
No, I hope not.
I hope
I hope
so.
Jennifer Aniston isn't, because she's a wonderful actress, and she was one of my first crushes as a kid.
Yeah, well, she's definitely not dead. She's like 20 years old.
No, she's like 22.
I'm like 22.
You're like a loser.
Sneeze again? Why is this episode still going? What?
I think these sneezes are a sign.
You're
Maybe.
listening to WMB
No,
91.9
wait.
FM or
No, I have
man.
questions.
Yeah, let's hear them.
What are your questions? Am I gonna get?
Seriously,
Why-
Dan, tissue.
Where are the tissues?
I don't know.
Outside somewhere.
All right, I'll grab some toilet paper from in the bathroom.
What
Oh,
was
before
your,
you guys
did
go,
you ask
before
a
you guys
question?
Even that transmitter log.
My nose is
It's
touching the
below my
microphone.
nose.
What?
Listen,
Yeah, look at that.
Mike, Roy,
Rob.
Roy Michaels. Who's Mike Roy?
Roy.
Rob. I'm a,
Before I go, I'll just close with thanks for calling again this week. Really is the only thing that happens.
I called you.
yeah.
Okay.
But you know what, Connor? He's thanking me, you know?
Sorry, man.
You called me and I was like, well, you didn't call me, but I assume whatever. I'm not following the Robbie in space lore right, the lore right
I
now.
won't make that mistake again. Jeez.
You called me and I was like, Roy says, I don't know who Mike is.
Why are you talking about your microphone?
Roy says the show's over. And so I didn't think you'd be able to come on from space. Which
Well,
is
I'm
where you
really,
are.
I'm really happy you called because it's the only thing I get to do. But I will say that I'm working on this AI very vigorously.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, you spurn that AI hard.
How about you get it up quick? Because I don't know if I
That's
can
my
really
biggest fear,
follow
Connor. You
this.
touched upon my biggest fear.
What, spurning your AI? Was it a horse? You, what,
No,
are you, some sort
no.
of
For
space
me to
jockey?
build my AI and for it to be, when it becomes sentient, for it to spurn me.
Oh no! Is it
Proving
spur or spurn?
Are you familiar
It's
with
for me hard.
the novel Frankenstein by Mary Shelley? You ever heard of Frankenstein?
I've heard of Frankenstein.
I heard of
Well, I think it's a little bit cruel that you're bringing this AI into existence just because you're lonely. I mean, to live is to suffer. Anything for my life.
see-
bro.
yeah.
Mm.
That would be my experience.
Yes. I see the thematic connection there.
Life
Hopefully mine doesn't end like that.
is suffering.
You
I'll
know,
let-
Rob, when you travel faster than light, you live in darkness. So when you're
Well,
up
I know
there
you
in
guys-
space, just think
listen.
about it.
I'm gonna wean off the nitrogen tetroxide. Clearly it's addled my brain.
Did you duct tape that pipe?
Did you
That
duct
tube?
tape
pipe's
your
been duct
face
taped.
to the pipe? Because that'd be a great way to do some nitrogen hits.
Tetroxide. Yeah,
Thank you.
and yes.
Boy.
Yeah.
Well, it's been nice talking to you, Rob.
Yeah, we're gonna let you go.
Well, thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
What do you want to say? Okay. Before we go, every astronaut has a quote that everyone remembers. And I want to know, what is your quote going to be?
What?
All right, that's it. We're going to hang out.
That's it. It was really good
Goodbye.
talking to you, Rob. I'm really sad that you're gonna have to live in space for the rest of
Hung
your
up
life.
on him already.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't really that sincere anyway. Listen, it's 12:20, and we really got to end the show. But before we do that, I'm gonna play a show promo for you, just so we stay kosher with every requirement, and that is for the Bud Show. This is the Mystery Hour. It's 12:22. I'm Ryan Michaels. This is WMEB 91.9 FM, or no man. I'll be back in just a moment to blast off into outer space.
For the best 60s soul music east of Pittsburgh, north of Philadelphia, tune in to The Bud Show, Thursday mornings, 7 to 9. Songs and artists you know,